Hi everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Tech Bytes brought to you by MASSP. My name is Ryan Casey. Today I have a very cool resource I want you to check out that's going to allow you to engage with students and get some formative feedback, and it's called Quizizz. That's Quizizz. It's very similar to Kahoot, if you're familiar with that platform. And by that I mean it allows you to create online quizzes or lessons that students can use and engage with and compete against one another as they learn the content. Teachers can either lead the students through each individual question, or you can have it self-paced. Another really cool option is you can assign it as homework or practice, so students can take it outside of the classroom or for asynchronous settings. And what's unique about Quizizz is it also allows students the option to earn points and kind of gamify their experience that'll lead to different power-ups or special abilities when they take additional quizzes. So it's very easy to get set up and pretty fun to use. Let's check it out. So here is the Quizizz Dashboard. Again, I went to Quizizz.com. I set up my free account, or you can create it with a Google account if you have one. And this is where we will start by creating a new quiz or lesson. If you're crunched for time, though, they have a very strong community support. And you can actually browse for a quiz really easily by just searching right here. So I'm going to look up geography. And I can look at quizzes, lessons. I can filter by different grades. I can even filter by how many questions are within the quiz, things like that. Here's a basic one, 14 questions. Actually, I'll do this one, 20 questions, 6th grade, 2,200 plays. So this one's been used quite a bit. So I'm going to click on it, and now I can look and see the sample questions. If I like what I see, I'm going to click copy and edit, and now I can go through each one and I can manipulate it. If I want to change an answer around, I want to change a question, I want to delete a question perhaps. I can change how much time they have to answer it. Otherwise, this looks like a really good quiz. It's got a name, it's got an image attached to it. You can tell by kind of your checklist over here on the right. If it's good to go, I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And now I am ready to go ahead and start my live quiz with my class where I control the pace. Classic mode, where we use the timer for each individual question to set the pace, or I'm going to assign it as homework. So we'll talk about that in just a second when we create our own quiz from scratch. So real quick, before we do that, we're going to click on assign as homework because I want to show you some really cool options here. You can set a deadline. We can choose how many attempts we want to allow them to have on this homework assignment. If we want to give extra lives, if we want to allow power-ups and special abilities as they are taking the quiz. If you want to allow the memes to show up, so this is what makes quizzes really popular, is they kind of show funny memes depending on if they get the question right or wrong. And when you're ready, you actually hit the assign button, and then you can throw it in your Microsoft Teams or in your Google Classroom, or the easiest way, I think, is to just take the copy link button and share out that way. And then eventually we'll come back and take a look at some of the data options. So let's go see what the kids see now. So I'm back at my dashboard again. This time I'm going to create a quiz from scratch. I'm going to hit that purple create button. I can choose if I want to create a lesson where you kind of embed some slides and information along the way versus a traditional quiz. I'm going to go with quiz. We're going to have a quiz called the Internet 101. Maybe this would be a little bit of history. I can choose different relevant subjects in here. I'm just going to leave it like that for now, and I will hit next. So I can create a question. So Quizizz, again, is a freemium product. I like to use that term a lot, meaning that the basic account is free with basic options. If you like it, you use it a lot, you can get premium options if you want to pay. So there are different types of different question types and response types that you can use if you want to pay. Otherwise, I think the basics are still pretty good. So we'll go with multiple choice. We saw this image a little while ago. This does work out pretty well for the math folks. that are watching with the different ways that you can format your font, but you would put your question here. So there's my question. I can attach an image to it if I want. I now have different answers that I can use. I think that's right. It's been a while. We now have to select which one is the correct answer. Again, for each of these, we can add an image if we want them to choose from an image. If you want to get rid of an option, maybe I don't want 4, I only want 3. Are you sure you want to delete? Yes. I can add options back in. I can add a fun fact or an answer explanation if I want, right here. And again, I can put an image with it to help explain why it's right or why it's wrong. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And so there's my first question. Again, remember, we can choose how long we want to give them to answer. Hopefully you're not doing 15 minutes, might seem like a lot, but depending on what type of assessment it is, maybe it's worth it. I'm going to change it to 1 minute. I can choose how many points I want to assign it. Again, I can leave it ungraded. You can even attach this to a standard if you would like. That usually is when you have a school or a district-wide account, you can do that. So for the people that are using it a lot, that would be an option. Again, I'm building my quiz, so over on the right-hand side, I can see some of the different settings. Here's my quiz quality score. I haven't added an image, I haven't added grades, and I don't have 4 questions yet. So you would go through again and add in your image title, your image, what grades, how you want it viewed. So I'm going to finish setting this up, and then we're going to talk about what it looks like from the student side and some reporting features. So we finished the quiz, and we took that link to send out for our students. The example you're going to see now is a student taking a homework version of this quiz. So we're not taking it together as a class. One feature I really want to point out that is really, really cool, especially if you are working with students who need assistive support or maybe at younger grades, you can actually have this read aloud to them. So I think that's a really powerful option. So having it read aloud. Otherwise, I typed in my name. I'm going to go ahead and hit start. So it looks like I can shuffle my different power-up options that are going to be available during this game. I'm going to hit start game. How does the computer browse a web page? Oh, this is a draw it style question. So I would have to sit here and draw a PC. It goes up, connects to a server. Another computer, stored a file. Oh, I like my drawing. Submit. Yeah, 600 points for that answer. There's the memes that they're doing. Well, I'm going to use a power-up. Here we go. Clicked on another power-up. So we answered the questions, all done. I can play this again because I gave this option for unlimited attempts. You can see where I rank, and that's the feedback that students get. Let's see what the teacher now sees on their side. Okay, back in teacher mode at the dashboard, I'm going to go down to my reports. And I'm going to take a look. I can see the Internet 101 quiz that was assigned. I'm going to click on that. And it'll give me some different breakdown in terms of reporting of the different students who participated, what their score was. I can look at individual questions to see how they did. So that drawing sample, you can see how they drew it. I can get otherwise basic overview information from the class at once. So again, it does give you some decent amount of feedback to see who maybe needs to do this again, or is there a certain concept that needs a little bit additional explaining. And that is basically how Quizizz works. There's additional settings if you want to take a few moments to go through on the left-hand side from the dashboard. You can set up classes to make it a little easier to push out your lessons or your quizzes. There is a memes area, so if you want to upload your own memes to use when they get it right or wrong, that's kind of a fun thing that students appreciate seeing. Otherwise, that's going to do it for this edition of Tech Bytes. So hopefully you're able to use this resource in your classroom this year. Remember, you can watch this Tech Byte video and more by heading over to our YouTube channel, which is at youtube.com/MASSP. You can watch, share, and like our Tech Bytes playlist to all of your colleagues. We hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. Have a great day.